Today I'm going to show you how to set knives and sharpen knives on a Yates American J18. I'm going to take this joiner bar and I'm going to run different attachments on it. There goes a grinder or a knife set, a knife height set, or a stone for joining. So I'm going to raise these about 50 thousandths of an inch. In order to do this, you have to very carefully loosen all three of them at the same amount and not loosen one, but you need to kind of loosen them all and then loosen them some more or you'll warp this head. Lift it up somewhere around a 20th, 16th, a 20th of an inch, because I've ground these down enough that I need to lift them so my feed bars and my chip breaker are all set correctly. So this one point, that's about a third. That's about a third. That's almost 3. That's a little more than 3. That's almost 3 thousandths. And that's a little more than 3. And I want to touch all of these over that one bolt that's holding these knives in place. I touched that. I saw it move. I touched that. Saw it move. And this is actually pressing that knife down. Okay, now I'm gonna pull that out. These little bolts actually that's one set. That's 2 sets. And that's 3. Lift these up. So I'm going to black each one of these knives so I know where I've jointed them to. Feed mechanism has been disconnected back out from this belt, so all I have is a direct drive. This is a 5 horsepower motor direct drive. This cutter head is actually about 38 inches long. Go! That's it. It's about half a thousand. I'm listening. I need to make sure that that flat arch is small enough so it doesn't cause any drag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grinder across and I'm going to just do one knife at a time, and I'm going to go until that little flash becomes very small. and then I'll do the next knife and the next knife, and then we'll clean this up and it'll be ready to run. So I have the cutter head seated. I have a little block of wood in here. I raised the table up and just barely touched this so it doesn't move around. This is the finger that catches the front of the blade so it won't move in. I'm grinding on the back end of the knife. And then taking off that marker. So I'm going to just go a little bit more until I start taking off the front end. One at a time because I don't have to have all of this exactly the same. The knife's already been jointed. I'm just reducing the drag of the joint. And that is, I'm thinking that that's a done deal. So I'm going to do the rest of them and then we'll check it out. So this is what we ended up with. You can still see the little flash on the front of it. That's the joint. And that's the grind, and it's been used pretty hard for a very long time. The only reason I had to do this was I had some nicks in these knives about here in the middle, and I also my feed rolls were not catching very well because the cut wasn't the cut was too shallow, so I needed to raise these up about 50-60 thousandths. So I got the grind is coming down like that, so my joiner cutter head's going to come this way. My joiner heads that direction. My planer heads this direction. I don't have to do anything with this board to keep the grain direction on it. Sharpen that joiner up at least, I don't know, half a year. Each turn on here is one complete turn is an eighth of an inch. I'm just seeing if my bedrolls are seated right now. I'm going to take off my cut. Pretty well clean like it is. I just flip them over. Now to keep grain direction, I don't turn them like this.